everyone, my name is Shadow and welcome back to another Star Citizen ship touring video. In today's video we will be touring the Crusader M2 Hercules, which is described as a combat military transport ship. The ship's weapon systems are 2 size 5 M7A cannons, 2 size 4 CF447 Rhino repeaters, 4 size 4 M6A cannons. The shields for the scrap there are 2 size 3 full block, jump modules a size 3 Exodus, quantum drives a size 3 Pontus. The power plant, there are 2 size 3 super drives. The coolers, there are 2 size 3 Mercuries. The max SCM speed of this vehicle is 160 meters per second with a max nav speed of 960 meters per second. The maximum cargo for this craft is 522 SCU of cargo with a max crew of 3. The in-game price for this vehicle is $29,484,000 AUEC with a pledge price of $520. Now for moving on to the tour, you can see there's guns up there, guns in the back, everything. Like all Hercules models have a front and back ramp and a side elevator for personnel. This one is no different. What makes this one different from the other Hercules has extra, from the standard civilian grade Hercules, this one has extra guns on it. It does have less cargo, but it has more armor, so that's what's the bonus is. With a ship that's already not the greatest to use in combat, this is probably the better choice if I recommend. Now if you come up here, here is the cargo area. Looks pretty much quite the same as the C2, but the M2, even though the M2 actually has less cargo. Fire extinguisher right there. This elevator goes all the way down to the ground floor, but also goes all the way up to the top deck, which we will be taking up. There's a fuse box right there. This is a rear ramp right here, which I will show you. Over here. I really love these red like LED lights every time I see them. So you can just drive. This is a perfect vehicle if you want to drive like a Nova tank or maybe a Centurion or a Ballista right up here. Or you could bring like a few of those like speeders, like an X1 or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's a ramp right there. Now moving on with the tour. There goes the same place as this elevator up to the top deck. Now, as you can see, right as we're getting off the elevator, there are life support components right here in this thing, and then on everywhere, which will come to play later in future updates. But right here, as you can see, there is a personal storage lockers right here, and there are multiple of them all the way down here. If I come all the way down, they're all mirrored on both sides. Now, if we walk across this grate, there's a habitation area. This is where the crew will be spending most of their time when they're hanging out. There are some personal storage cabinets here for the crew, as you can see. Same on both. Fuse box right there, or a fuse. Right here are some personal desks and computer setups, which are just cosmetics in the game currently, for the crew. There are 3 beds, as you can see. This would probably be considered the captain's bed, and then these are the 2 crew bunks. The bunk, and then here's the bathrooms. There are 2 bathrooms, as you can see, with functioning, well, somewhat functioning toilets that open up. Another desk and table and monitor. More personal storage. Another fire extinguisher. The kitchen. This is something that wasn't on the C1, but it's only on this one. Well, there is a kitchen, but it's a little different. There's this. Food processors, microwave, coffee machine. Little dining area. Then if you go on over here, there is some more component sections right here in the ship, which will come to play in the future. There are multiple component sections, and if you go down here, there's just nothing down here. It just kind of comes down here. There's more components and stuff. And if you go across, there's the auxiliary crew area. So in here you'll find the Armory, which is right here, which with all the weapon racks, you can put pistols and SMGs and rifles and big. You can put some super max, super lifts and stuff in there, max lifts. There's a bench, more weapon racks, some suit lockers, tons of suit lockers right here, which do open up. Over here are some jump seats for the crew, so you can have some Marines or something. Right here, you can have up to 12 Marines, and then they could go out and go grab their weapons and armor, and then they go out on the battlefield with like a Nova tank in front or something, which would be kind of interesting. Right here, there's a drink machine. There's more food processor. Right here is another bathroom for these guys in case they just need to go really bad. Some more components and stuff. Another fire extinguisher, the Crusader symbol. Now moving on to the front, there's a ladder right there too. Over here are some more components right here, in between, which are mirrored on both sides. Here are some escape pods, which are non-functional right now. You can open the door on them, but they don't actually do anything. I would not recommend coming into this room though, because you can easily get stuck in there. Moving on. Right here are some more component lockers for components, as you can see, which do mirror on both sides. Over here is an engineering terminal for when that comes into play, and some fuses. Another fire extinguisher when that comes into play. Right here is the gunner seat, which I will demonstrate. So power on, enter the turret.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
So seeing how slow it is to fire, I'm assuming this is one of the cannons. This is either the M7A or the M6A. Alright, moving on. It's co-pilot seat. The pilot seat. This button right here opens the front doors. The doors on the front and the back. Now getting into the pilot seat.
Shields on. Crusader Industries, a journey.
There you go. So this is the M2 Hercules made by Crusader. I hope you guys liked the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Bye!